Hey, good evening, YouTubers. Tsquare, Tsquare Talk. So I picked up today a collection of stuff. Um, Basically, I went into a coin store and there was a couple of older people, an older husband and wife, and they were looking to sell. What they brought in was one of these. It's a state quarter collection. So that's what it looks like. Real pretty. I mean, they're in nice shape. They had been saving them. Um, the lady had bought, as you can see, she got a bunch of them. She got 16 of these in all. An incredible amount of stuff. And the dealer basically said that wasn't anything special. If you got a bunch of stuff, just bring in the whole box of stuff into the shop and they would look at it and they could come back in a couple days and they would quote them a price. And I was just sitting there listening to their conversation, eavesdropping, and in my mind I was like, who in their right mind would take a collection in and just leave it somewhere? I know people do it. Some people don't worry about it. I wouldn't want to leave my coins there, but essentially, the guy recognized me. It was a really fluke. The guy had asked me if he knew me. I said, I don't think so. I don't live here. He goes, yeah, you were at the bank a year ago with your son buying up pennies. And it just so happens, I was like, oh my word, that was the 2017 P pennies. I said, yeah, I was buying up pennies. He said, yeah, we met in the parking lot and we talked for like 20 minutes. So we got talking again, and he said he had a bunch of stuff at his house and wanted to know if I wanted to come over there and take a look and see if I would be interested in this stuff. So I went to his house and, we looked over everything he had, and I said, I personally don't like leaving coins at places, but I said, I would comfortably say $700 for everything, and if he wanted it, he's like, yeah, I'll take $700. So they took the money, and I went home, and I'd been sorting out, as you can see, the pile of trash right here from just the junk and the boxes and stuff. And so I figured I'd show you guys and see what you guys think. And I know right off, when you look at this real quick, $700 seems kind of high. But there was a couple things that I liked. I mean, these sets, there's 16 of them. So essentially 16 of these sets. I mean, there's $12.50 in quarters in a set. I did the math, and that came out to $200 in just state quarters. So right there, I got a chunk, kind of a chunk of my money back, the 700. Now here, there was some state quarter books. There was 6 of them. And I opened up, I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit. Each book came, let's see if I can do this real quick. Each book came with the first, each book came with the first 6 state quarters, which was pretty cool, I think. So I figured, 6 books. I mean, right there in money, you're talking $9 more. So that was that. Another thing that I saw in here, couldn't really put a price on this. There's some kind of there's 5 of them. Like I said, I had the mail order stuff that came with it. They're not silver. They're Pope John Paul II coins. Peace on Earth. Pretty neat coin. They come from the American Mint. It was a mail order thing. There's 5 of them. So I was like, well, I might be able to get a little something for that. It's probably not anything super worth a ton. Another thing that was here, just kind of neat. Basically, it was like an American nickel set. It was only 4 nickels. Not anything super cool, but I mean, it was different. Buffalo nickel, a V nickel. I wish there had been a war nickel, but well, it says actually World War II nickel there. but it don't have the, as you can see, 41, 42. What the heck? It doesn't have the, see which one. That's strange, because it says 41 and 2. Let me just see here, zoom in. Because it don't have the letter above the over the building. I'll have to look into that one. It's a 41. I don't know why the letter ain't there. That's interesting. At a quick glance, I was like, well, the silver quarter's worth $1 at least, but just kind of neat. There was, these are just $half, but they have like some stuff painted on them, and it was crazy. I'm going to open this up real quick, pause the camera, open it up, and show you this. Now, there's a whole bag of these right here. These are 50-cent pieces. They look kind of like this. They're not anything super special, but they are basically painted on $half. It was kind of sad because they had the flyer was tucked in there, and this lady paid $5 a piece for these $half. There was also the inside. I had the actual receipt for them, and I was like, oh my word. I mean, it's sad because they're not really anything special, but I was like, well, it's kind of cool. Another thing that was in here is 2 bags of poker chips from some of these casinos. Don't even exist anymore. Atlantis and different places. A couple miscellaneous junk things, but a lot of tokens from casinos. Let's see if we can see what casino that is right there. I don't know, it's in Las Vegas, some casino in Las Vegas. So, kind of cool. Something different. Another thing, I mean, nothing fancy. There was a fake $3 bill there. A Maine sticker. These are pretty cool. So, see if I can get a good look. Basically, the 1943 steel cents. You get 3 of them. These are in flawless condition. That's pretty cool to have them like that in really nice condition. Another thing that was here is 3 books. Each book has, as you can see, uncut 5s. So, I mean, right there, you're talking $20 a book at least. I mean, I could spend them for that, but I probably wouldn't. I mean, I would try to trade them or sell them to someone that is more of a collector of this type of stuff. I kind of like silver more, so hopefully I'll be able to trade them off. Maybe get a couple ounces for them. I'm going to get to the grand finale that really may push. It was what pushed me over to really want it in a minute here. There was $150 and a little change in. It was all rolled coins. There was halves, there was dollars and quarters and nickels. I went through, there was nothing in silver in there except for these 3 right here, and they were only 40%. The other one right here, this ain't silver, but what was cool about it was I just learned about this a few days ago. If I can zoom in a little bit, it's missing the FG between the tail and the feet. Something I just started looking for on the 1972. Unfortunately, there's junk all over it, but I figured it was still kind of cool to keep. I don't know what this was. It was in the box. It was pennies from heaven. I don't know. Just nothing really special about the pennies. Just talked about donation and charity and stuff. This was kind of cool. A buffalo nickel. It's in nice condition. Unfortunately, I'm hoping it ain't glued to the paper when I go to take it off. Another thing here was this. Couple silver $half. Kind of cool. I think it's a 42 and a 43. So just kind of something else to have. And actually, I can't remember what was in these two envelopes right here. So nothing special. In buffalo nickel, and the other one a little heavier. What is that? Oh, a peace dollar. So a little bit more silver there. Pretty coin, I guess. It's in rough shape, but 1923. Kind of cool. So something else. Now, before I do, I'll show you one last thing, and then I'll show you my grand finale. I found this interesting too. This is just a envelope, but it's an envelope full of coins, and essentially from reading it, the envelope, what you do is you get this in the mail, and you have 15 days to examine them, and you keep what you like, and you send back the rest, and they'll bill you for whatever you keep. So I guess the person just kept it all that month, which to me is kind of a trap on that. You know, you just keeping, a lot of people don't even, you know, you forget or something. But the quarter, if I can get a good look at it, is silver. It's a 64, so that's kind of cool because it's a really nice, in nice shape. The dime is a 62, and that's silver in nice shape. Buffalo nickel, kind of junk. V nickel, 1907, nothing super special. That I mean, it's nothing special to me. A bicentennial half. This was kind of a joke when I seen this. I was like, unbelievable. I wonder what they paid for that. Oh, I didn't notice this the first time. Mercury dime. I like that. It is silver. An Indian penny. I mean, this is kind of sad. Another Indian penny. So they hook people with these this stuff basically, and they stick them, and essentially they basically put people ordering. And I mean, there is a ton of flyers. As you can see over there, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to go through them flyers and talk a little bit about them. It was kind of interesting because they had 64 rolls of $50 in the flyer for $99. And I was like, wow, well, silver's gone up since then. The funny thing, and the thing that I liked the most, was these right here. So I'm going to kick these three out of the way first because we've already talked about them. Now, so I'm in for $700. So far, I didn't see $700 worth of stuff. But this is what caught my eye. So right off the bat on top, 4 silver dollars. American Eagles. One of them, I've been wanting to build the set. This is an 86. Still in the bag. Perfect condition. I love this coin. This is a, let's see here, 93. Pretty good. I mean, 93 is an okay year, but you can find them. This is a 91. And a 99. Now, I've been wanting to make this set, and I've always wondered, if I make the set, what will I do? Will I try to get them graded? Will I put them in cases? Is there a book out there? What would I do? How would I handle it? Now, this is pretty exciting because I'm still not quite at my $700 according to the way I price things. I price a silver dollar at junk price because I am a junk silver collector. This next thing, when I opened this up, I just started drooling. Look at this. 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92 kind of looks like garbage on the top. You can't touch them. There's plastic in here that comes in from the side, I guess. A 93, kind of junky on the top a little bit. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. I had the 99. And that leaves me 2,000 up missing. Now this book only goes to 2003. And then it had, the rest were all blank. So this just shows you when they bought them. Now when they bought them, it showed the receipt in the thing, in the packaging. And it said $9.99 for a silver dollar. For that year, the year that they had, I guess, 99. They were saying that that one was only $9.99. And as you went back, they were saying they were worth more. I haven't had time to really look up because like I said, I've been wanting to put a set together, but I've never been close because a lot of the stuff I buy, usually I get the newer years, not the older years like this. So I'm pretty excited to go through this. There was one other thing. So now me personally, I'm kind of happy paying $700. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Before I go on, if you can, hit that subscribe button right there, just below the video. It helps our channel. It'll help me show you more great videos. And if you can, hit that like button if you're already subscribed. We're trying to grow our subscriber base and stuff. So now I'm going to go on and show you one last thing. So going through all the mail, she gave me, like I said, there was a ton of paperwork and advertising flyers, and it was just a mess. I mean, a box of just miscellaneous junk thrown in was these. I don't want to zoom in too much because I don't want to show any personal information. I tried covering up the way I laid them, but to give you a perspective, each one of them is a state quarter. Now, it's a proof state quarter, so it's pretty cool. Didn't know what I was going to do with them. And I got a phone call last night from these people because we talked to them for a while. We hung out with them. And they said, hey, can you come over tomorrow? And I said, yeah. They said, well, we found some more stuff if you're interested. I said, yeah, I'll come by. And I bought another batch of stuff. The next batch of stuff I bought, we agreed on $200 because it didn't have a lot of silver. Silver is what I like. But, I mean, it's still collectible stuff, so it's cool. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a quick little pick real quick of what I got for $200. And this plays a very big role. So, they essentially had been ordering them. See, these ones over here are kind of the end of the state quarter series. So, when I went there today, I'm going to scroll over. I am living out of suitcases right now. So, essentially, look at that. This was in what they had found. I'm hoping I'll be able to put the whole thing together. That is nice. And that wasn't all I got for $200. For $200, I also got this box right here. And there's a bunch of stuff in there. Here, I'll show you right on top. This was kind of cool. I'll get to this in the next video, though. I don't really fully know what these are yet. This was pretty much the cream of the crop for what I got today. For those of you that know coins really well, I mean, it was pretty nice. The receipt was still in the box too, which was cool. Is that not a pretty coin? Let's see if I can get it focused in. I'm actually gonna move it over here and see if I can just get a look at that. It's in a capsule, so I really like that. It's never been touched. There's no fingerprints on it. I don't know anything about what these are aside from an ounce of silver. So I was like, well, they got to be worth $25 a piece at least. The receipt was in the box that they paid, but people tend to pay high for collectible stuff. And then there's a whole box of other stuff. But I love that right there. So that gives me something to do with all this miscellaneous stuff over here. So with that being said, the miscellaneous change, I don't know if I told you over here, there's 150 bucks there. So right off the bat, that brings me down to 550 for the rest of this. The state quarters right here, there's 200 bucks in quarters. So essentially that's what I say, 550. That brings it down to 350 for the rest of this stuff. If I cut up the bills, worst case scenario, I wouldn't do this. I'm just saying if I did, now we're talking 410 total. So the silver, I mean, I priced the silver up at, and you guys can tell me what you think. I estimated the silver at $288 in the $1 silver eagles. And I did that based off, there's 16 of them at 18 bucks a piece. You can let me know what you think on that. So with that being said, we had 200, 150 in junk. There was $9 in quarters right here in the state albums. 60 bucks in $2 bills here, and $288 in silver at face value. That totaled me up, just what I said totaled me up to $707, with some miscellaneous stuff in there too, you know, that I really couldn't. Hard to price up some of this littler stuff. So, but I mean, you know, you pick up a few dollars here and there, easily should be able to mark it up 10, 15, maybe 20%. See what happens. I mean, I'll probably try to sell these sets over here for 20 bucks a set. It's pretty cool to have them all in there. So, but other than that, let me know what you guys think, and make sure you check out the part 2 video that we're going to do when we get into this stuff. And by the time I get into this, I'll have that board hopefully filled out with this stuff over here. So, okay, I will talk to you guys later, and you guys have a great one. Thanks for watching, and make sure you drop a like and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Let us know. Do you think we got a good deal, or do you think we kind of lost a little bit at 700? So, hope to hear from you guys. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.